Dears, we're gonna talk, as I told you, about the setting. Didn't we use, or didn't we talk about the setting before? Yes, we talked about setting many times before. But since we didn't take our second language exam, the checkpoint one, so we have to start taking it again and prepare ourselves again for any reason. Now, I received some messages from people here saying, I can't hear you, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. I guess you have a problem with your headphone or something. Please, from this moment, if you can't hear me, send me a message. If you can't hear me, send me a message. Now, a text message. Zaina said, I hear you. Nice. That is the normal. Thank you, Zaina. Zaina hears me. Anyone else? So everyone hears me. Great. That is really cool. But you don't hear, who is that Sush Hajab? Who's this person who's sending the last message? Would you please send me your name? I can't see, I can't have your name. I don't have your name. Who's that person, the last one, but I don't hear? Who's the one who can't hear? Okay, guys, I'm going to start. Okay, please follow me with the presentation. I will ask you to answer some questions. So make sure that you are all online with me. 3, 2, 1, go. As you can see right now, all of you, that this presentation is about the setting. Sorry, there was something wrong with it. What is a setting? As we all know that a setting is a very important part that you talk about place and time, or you talk about the time and place of a story, or about anything in the story. I'm sorry to interrupt you, I'm going to make all of you unmuted. I will make you all unmuted, okay? So please make sure that you follow with me, but don't talk without a permission. Or please don't talk, that is better. I unmuted all of you right now. Don't talk.
I can't hear anything.
Who can't hear?
Mahmoud.
Mahmoud, Muslim.
Okay, that's a problem with Mahmoud's device. Okay, if you hear or not, okay, just watch the slide. Just watch the presentation. I think that's a problem.
What is this? What? Hello? Oh.
Mr. Waleed.
Yes?
Can you mute us all?
I did mute you all because some people are playing and having their family with them, and that doesn't work. Okay, since we're running out of time, let's start. As you can see here, the setting. When you write about a setting, you need to make sure that you use lots of description. So a reader can picture themselves there. Can picture themselves there. What are the senses that you are going to use? Sight, hearing, taste, touch, smell. These are the senses we are talking about. Effective descriptions appeal to the senses. We have studied this before, and we have talked about this many times before, and we understand it, and we know it, and it is not that difficult. But what we're going to do today is we are going to apply. So I would appreciate that you follow with me step by step till we reach the point of success that we need. If you see in front of you here, there is a text. This text is colored based on the sense. It's colored based on each sense. We have sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smelling. You are going to read the text. I'm going to give you 2 minutes of silent reading and see how the writer succeeded describing each sense. So from this moment, you have what? 2 minutes of silent reading. Start, please. Nada, do you still have the presentation screen? Do you see it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, guys, keep reading, please, all of you. So one morning, there was a, can you complete, Nada? There was a what?
Different smell in the air, and the ship was moving oddly, with the breastwork rocking from side to side instead of the plunging and soaring. Lyra was on a deck a minute after she woke up, gazing greedily at the land. Such a strange sight. After all that, Mister, I can't complete. I can't see.
1 minute. Some people are trying. I will not allow anyone, guys, to enter the meeting room late, because every time we try to log in late, you interrupt our session. So no one will enter after 11:10. After 11, I'm sorry, or after the time of the meeting. Okay, Nada, I'm sorry, my dear, complete. We reached until Lara was on deck. So Lara was a minute
Lyra
after she woke up. Yes?
After she woke up, gazing greedily at the land. Such a strange sight. After all that water, for though they had only been at a sea few days, Lyra felt as if they
We
had
will
been on
stop
the
here.
ocean.
We will stop here. Let your friends complete reading silently and see what powerful words were used to describe each sense.
Okay.
Guys, please make sure no one comes late. Every time I have to stop. Every time I have to be interrupted. I'll be muted for a minute till you finish your reading. I'll mute myself as well. Okay, guys, here we go. Now let's see. For example, the first one morning there was a, someone is sending me another thing. Oh my God, that is too much. There was a different smell in the air. Different smell. Do you think the word different is very powerful or very vivid? Sure, it is not that very vivid, but at least he had an adjective. You will have that, or you will see that in every sentence, there is an adjective used. And the ship was moving oddly. This sentence, the ship was moving oddly, as you see here. I'm sorry, I'm going to stop your videos. And the ship was moving oddly with a brisk rocking from side to side instead of the plunging and soaring. Lara was on deck a minute after she woke up, gazing greedily at the land. Such a strange sight after all that water, for though they had only been at sea a few days. This is what is sight. Look how he successfully described. What words made you believe that he described the sight or what he saw? Gazing, greedily gazing. It's a powerful word. Greedily at the land. Such a strange sight after all that water. So he used here at least 2 words describing the sight. Go to the other one down. Directly ahead of the ship, a mountain rose green, flanked, and snow-capped at the little town and harbor lay below. He's completely describing the scene, and he's completely describing what he can really see. Now if you close your eyes and try to imagine and think, you'll be able to catch, you'll be able to understand what is he really talking about. You will understand what he's talking about and what is he mentioning. And that is the strategy of describing things using your senses. Going to the smell down the green one, we have one hearing thing here, clouds of gulls wheeling and crying. Wheeling and crying. When you wheel something, it makes the sound of a wheel. And crying, you hear the cries. And by the way, that's a kind of a metaphor also, and personification. So a way of using powerful words and adjectives, we still have something which is using personification and metaphor inside. The smell was of fish. Smell it, try to smell it. The smell was of fish, try to smell. Can you? Do you get the smell? That's it. You smell fish. But mixed with it came land smells too. Now you will start feeling the idea of when you stand on a beach or when you stand on the sea and you smell the sand, the beach, and the fish. That's a very interesting one. Moving down to the smell again. The smell was fish, but mixed with land smells, pine, brazen, and earth, and something animal and musky, and something else, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure that all of you have read this part. I'm going to give you 1 minute, and I'm going to open the chat message. I want everyone to write me at least 3 vivid words that were used here. I need 3 vivid words to be written and used here. Write them now. 3 vivid or powerful words that were used. I'm waiting. And please stop chatting together. Stop chatting together, please. I need vivid words to be sent into the chat. I'm waiting for you. Yasin, gazing, greedily, musky. Ah, that's a good one, Yasin. Yes, I agree with you. What else? Lunging and soaring, Adam Hatton. Great. What else? Frisk, Omar Ayman, thank you. By the way, to better assist and to better learn and to better understand, you have to get these words written on a paper and get the definition and put them into sentences. Okay, deal? So that's how you're gonna handle it. You have to get your words written on a paper and then write the definition and a sentence. Mahmoud. Gazing, strangely, and musky. Great. What else? Gazing, green, flanks, and first. Excellent. Splash and oratory. That is really nice. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. We're gonna move to the next slide. This task says, you're going to be shown a selection of different settings. For each image you see, you'll be asked to write a description of the setting and include a specific language device. Can anyone suggest and tell me what are the language devices? What are the language devices? I'm waiting for your ideas. What are the language devices? Write me please in the chat. What are the language devices? People who are late, please, please, please stop being late. Stop being late. No, not since Adam Hatton. Language devices. Yes, Nada, somehow it's a figurative language. What are the figurative devices that we can use? Figurative devices that we can use, what are they? Vivid words, Faris? Yeah, thank you, Nada. That's it, Nada. Metaphor, simile, emotions. Yes, everyone said it correctly. So the language devices, they are figuratives, which are similes, metaphors, personifications, onomatopoeia, lots of things. These are the language devices that we can use. Now, let's watch the settings, the pictures. You will have to write on a paper, no, not on a paper. Write me the setting on a keyboard, on your mobile, and send it in the chat. Okay, ready? Go ahead. That is the picture. You are given here some words to use, vocabulary ideas: dilapidated, overgrown, wilderness, lonely, broken. And this is the picture. Describe this setting. You must include a simile comparing two things using like or as. For example, the house shrivels and rots like a piece of discrap fruit. Try to use all your senses as the picture suggests. Okay, I'm waiting for your answers. Think. The maximum time you can have will be 2 minutes. Yes, Mahmoud. Those who can't send in public, just send it to me on private. If you can't write in general on the whole group, send it to me privately. Siba, you will not write, my dear, one sentence. Siba, for example, wrote, the house looked like a dyed tree. I need a sitting, not only one sentence. I need a sitting, not only one sentence. 1 minute passed already. You can check the time from the clock next to you. Za'a and Mohannad, you are too much late. You are too much late. Okay, Adam Hatim sent, there are lots of dead trees. By the way, guys, those who can send in public, look at the mouse. This area, you have this area with you. Click it and select everyone in meeting. Adam said, there are lots of dead trees. The house looks like it was in a fire. The door is falling. The door is falling out of the house in the land. The door is falling out of the house. Okay, is the door falling out of the house? The door is down. Look at the picture again. The door is down here. There is another door hung up to the house. Anyway, there are lots of dead trees. The house looks like it was in a fire. The door is falling out of the house. The land is covered by leaves. The house is made of wood. Okay, Habib, all you talked about, Adam, was just look. There are lots of dead trees. House looks, the door falling, the land is covered. You only used sight. You only used sight. You didn't use the other senses. So you're sitting, yes, it describes will, but it describes will one point only, which is sight. It doesn't describe the other senses. Try to update. Going to Yasmin's. The house looked broken and was left a long time ago. Every step I stepped in their house, I heard a creaking noise. Smelled with a t, irregular, like dead animals, and maybe humans. The food tasted like trash. Okay, here is something. You started well by using most of the senses, but there is another problem. You didn't see food in the picture. Why you are describing food? See? You didn't talk. And by the way, none of you used the words up in the picture. Dilapidated and overgrown and wilderness and lonely, broken. You need to use it. Okay? But you did better, yes, Yasin. Sorry, Yasin, yeah. Yasin, you did well. Adam Hatem again. No, it's not a window, it's a big door. A door for a door, not for a window. Yasin, I'm sorry, Yasin. Yeah, I read it, Yasin. I'm so sorry. Omar Ayman, I woke up lonely in unknown. It should be an unknown. It starts with a vowel sound. In an unknown place with huge trees, with dry leaves. There was an old small house made from old wood with a broken window, which let me smell the awful smell that inside the house. Somehow you did well also by describing most of the things. Great. I said taste. Yasin, no, I said use all the senses, not only taste. Yasmin, I was walking in a gloomy, dark forest, and I saw a haunted. We have a new one. Who's Ashraqat Hamuda? There is someone entering with the name of Ashraqat Hamuda. Who's Ashraqat Hamuda? Can you please clarify? Who's that Ashraqat? I was walking in a gloomy, dark forest and saw a haunted tent. Is this tent, Yasmin? That's not a tent, my dear. That's not a tent, my love. Yeah, that's not a tent. So, Yasmin, you said, I was walking in a gloomy, dark forest and saw a haunted tent. That's not a tent. That's a cottage. You can describe it as old house, it's okay, but that's never ever a tent. Made of wood and sticks. And usually a tent is not made of wood and sticks, you know. It was midnight and the sky was dark. I was terrified. Really, seriously. Yasmin, my dear, is this midnight? Yes, the sky is nearly dark. We can see from the colors, but that's not midnight, my love. So please make sure you follow the picture well. Make sure that you watch well so you can describe well. Nada. Nada said, one time I was walking in the forest and then I saw a monstrously abundant house. That's really nice. There was a smell of blood and rotten fish. I can hear strange, scary sounds. Okay, now there's something wrong here, Nada. You said I was walking, that's the past, right? In the past. There was a smell of blood and rotten fish. Great. I can hear, that's present. Now, you don't have a parallelism in your answer. Sentence and tense agreement is not working well together. At the beginning, you were in past, now you are in present. It doesn't work well. You have to fix it to be, I could hear strange, scary sounds. The house was as old as the pyramids. Yeah, that's a good simile. Now we used good figurative language. Faris Haytham, the smell was awful and the trees are rotting. The house looked as if it was in a war and was overgrown. Okay, Faris, you did well by using some of the words that we suggested in the slide, but you didn't use well punctuation. You made a full running sentence. That was a sitting. You made it all as one sentence. And you didn't put proper punctuation. You have to take care of this. We will have next session, a session of punctuation. So we will discuss all of these things. The floor felt like walking on a pile of dead bodies. I like it. You have good descriptive language. That's really nice. Adam, the house is lonely in this haunted forest. The door is too rough like elephant skin. The house smells like it. Wow, that's a nice one, Adam Corona. Why Adam Corona time? What is this name, Adam? But that's a good one, Adam, by the way. I liked it. Yasmin, I meant a little cabin. It's okay, Yasmin. I just needed to clarify. It's okay. The house, Arwa al-Badri, the house looks like a ghost house. All the in, you just wrote one sentence, Arwa. Abdurrahman Shakir, I saw a huge broken house as it was in a war. It was in the middle of nowhere. It smelled like dead bodies in there. Thank you, Shakir, but bodies is written wrong, my dear. It's spelled wrong. Bodies should be, whenever you have a word in singular that ends with Y, to add it into plural with S, you remove the Y and add IES. So it should be bodies, B-O-D-I-E-S. We have a new participant who needs to join. Omar Khalifa, Yasmin, Arwa al-Badri. Why you were kicked out? Zaina Amir. Once I was walking through, I was. The I should be capitalized, my dear. I was walking through the forest and all the trees looked so weird and all the leaves are falling on the ground. So when I was walking, I saw a house. It was so weird. I go in, I listen. Zaina, you have problem in punctuation, my love. You didn't put proper punctuation between sentences. You just keep running all the sentences together. You didn't properly use the pronoun I as capitalized. Used it once and once no. All the leaves are falling on the ground. So when I was walking, I saw a house. Okay, now so is a conjunction that benefits a result. A reason and the result, or something that happened and the result. What is the result here? You said all the leaves are falling on the ground. So when I was walking, I saw a house. Is this the result of leaves falling down? That's wrong conjunction. That's wrong relation. You should have stopped it here and then move to a brand new sentence. Then you said, I go and I listen to a flashing sound. Okay, that's a problem. Zaina, you started your sentence and you're supposed that you're talking about past, in the past. I was walking. So that's something that happened and finished. But you keep talking in present and present and present and present. Then you go down and there was a dead animal smell. That's wrong spelling, baby. You have to rewrite another virgin using proper punctuation, using proper tense. Let me go down a little bit. Mahmoud, the hut is as old as an old man. Wrong grammar, my dear. And old, that's a vowel sound. Trees are trying to hide the overgrown hut. The hut smelled sound, like I said to Yasmin, like a rotten egg. When I tried to open the door, I felt on the ground. It felt on the ground. An old man. Okay, that's a good one, Mahmoud. Yes, you have lots of similes used as per the description and as per the slide needs. Take care of the conjugation of the verbs. Adam Abdurrahman Agami, the house smell was like rubbish. Everything was broken, even the door. Every time I walk, I heard the floor getting broken. Thank you. That is short and to the point, Agami, and I like that one. Usually, guys, in a sitting, you don't have to exaggerate using words, because in the final checkpoint exam, usually you write around 80 to 100 words. So if you write a lot of words in a sitting, you will be wasting a lot and a lot and a lot of time writing a sitting. And wasting a lot of word limit as well. Mahmoud Al-Isawi, the hut is as old as an old man. Trees are trying to hide the overgrown hut. The hut smelled like a rotten egg. Isn't that the same one that was done by Mahmoud Al-Agani? So Abdurrahman Agani? There's something wrong. That is Shaban. It's Hafan, I'm sorry. I have a problem with my eye today, I can't see well. The door is disrespectful to enter. Moreover, the house looked like it was in the war. The old wood made me vomit. Really? Okay, you have problem in the punctuation here, my dear, and capitalization of the words. You start a new sentence, you start capitalizing the word, the capitalized letter at the beginning. That is very lonely. When I remember, it made me vomit again. What do you mean with that is very lonely, it made me vomit? Being lonely makes you vomit? You're sick, boy, come on. But anyway, also I so did buddies. Again, same mistake as mentioned before. Buddies, if you want to pluralize it, you will have to remove the Y and put IES. I'm definitely dilapidated because I'm living in an overgrown tree, lonely. Everything in this wilderness house smells as rotten food, and anything you touch there is very tough and rough. Why, Myrna? Welcome, Myrna, first. But why everything is bad? Doesn't it look romantic to live in such a place? Oh no, it's scary actually. That's great, Myrna. It's a good one. You like following good punctuation, following the descriptions that we needed. Barely, free call. I could smell nasty and horrible smell coming from the ancient and weak house. Weak house should be W-E-A-K. It smelled it smelled like a toilet. It was horrible. I could hear what ghosts said. The trees were overgrown and lonely. So, okay, you tended using the strategy of simple sentences. Simple sentences. And that is good, clearly. But time to time, you have to change and vary your tense and your sentence using compounding complex sentences, as we studied in the first term. You really need to do that. But it's a good one. That's a good setting. Thank you. Faris, which one is better from your opinion? I won't say which one is better or no. What I care for is just that we have a good one and I evaluate everyone and say their mistakes, because your homework is going to be writing a setting of the picture. Please stop messaging. Stop sending messages, please. Stop sending chats. The old house looked broken like ghost house. All the doors are broken. The house is made of wood. You can see a lot of died trees. Died or dead trees. Did is an adjective. Died is a verb. So use did better. The trash smells everywhere. But you didn't use a simile. No, looked like a ghost. Yeah, that's right. Good one. Okay, guys. We have only 4 minutes to go. Let me tell you that you have been great today. I hope you enjoyed this sitting session. You will have the presentation available online for you to follow. You will have presentation 2, 3, 4, and 5. After 5, there will be a picture also that you will have to describe. That is your homework. Your homework is available in the LMS. You will send it as text message. The final 4 minutes, I want to listen to you all. So I'm gonna unmute, but please, in turns, I want to listen to your voices, kids. You're all unmuted now.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So
I can't see anybody. What the hell? Can't see.
Giving the mic to Adam. Adam Corona. How's everything, Adam? Adam Steve, are you following? Do you hear me? Do you hear me?
Mr.
Are you following? Can you hear me?
Yes, of course.
Great. So, did you enjoy the session today?
Mr. Are you in the school?
Yes, I am in the school, sure. Look, I'm sitting in the head's room. I'm sitting in the supervisor's room, my room. See how we sacrifice for you? So anyway, in order not to waste your time, let me explain again what we are going to do.
Mr.
Our session is finished. I hope it was successful. What you are going to do, please make sure you follow the LMS rules and instructions. You will open the LMS as usual. You will find your homework written there. There will be a picture that you will write your setting on. So make me a setting of at least 50 words. I guess I have written this on the LMS as well.
Mr. 50
Yes,
words or more or
50 words, yeah, 50 words for the setting. Only 50 words.
Exactly.
exactly, or we can write more?
You
Or at least.
read it a little bit more, but try to stick to the limitations so it's easy for me also to correct. And you have to train
So
yourself.
do not skip 50.
But
Do not skip 50.
try not to exceed 50. Okay. Also, make sure when you send me the homework, don't send it on PDF, don't send it as file. You'll send me the homework as a text.
Text box or
When you-
LMS.
Yeah, in the text box. Yes, that's right. Okay, guys. Thank you all for your help and thank you for your time. We will keep following, and that's it for today. Enjoy your day, guys. Goodbye.
Bye, Mr. Waleed.
Bye. Bye.
Bye, all of you.
Good job.